activities.
All right, we'll be speaking to Reverend Dr. Samuel Kobia, who's the chair of NCIC, to talk about a number of issues regarding that particular statement. Of course, they said they have a list of over 10 politicians who are meant to be charged for hate speech. He equally mentioned a number of issues that they are concerned about. The cases of hate speech, of course, from politicians. They're also concerned about the rising cases of abductions targeting youth and the resurgence of organized gangs. All these questions we'll be asking him shortly. But as we wait for that, former Prime Minister and Kenya's candidate for the Africa Union Commission chairperson, Raila Odinga, has ramped up his campaign ahead of the much-anticipated elections to succeed outgoing chairperson Musa Faki Mahamat. Now, Raila is traversing the continent seeking endorsement and support in what is shaping to be a highly competitive race. Grace Nganga reports on his recent activities.
Countries who have promised to help him secure the AUC seat. On Wednesday, Raila was in Algeria, where he met the country's Prime Minister Nadir Lorboy, who wished him well in his campaign to beat his biggest competitor from Djibouti. The election is slated for later this month. President Ruto is preparing to host a special meeting of African heads of state on Monday next week to discuss African Union reforms ahead of the upcoming summit in Ethiopia, an opportunity that Kenya will use to drum up support for Raila's candidature.
Baba has really tried as a man. Baba has vied for 4 consecutive times, and 1 extra time. Right? And this is a man who also deserves better for Baba. However, I have around 10 presidents in Africa who are my friends. I've been talking to them and they promised me that they'll vote for Baba.
Odinga kicked off this year's campaigns in countries of Southern Africa Development Community, SADC countries, including Angola and South Africa. Odinga is next week expected to pitch camp in Egypt. Some of the countries that have promised to back Raila include Mauritius, Togo, Equatorial Guinea, Gambia, Senegal, DRC, Tanzania, Uganda, Rwanda, Zambia, Zimbabwe, and Malawi. Burundi, Seychelles, Ghana, South Sudan, Guinea-Bissau, Angola, Algeria, and the Republic of Congo have also thrown their support to Raila's candidature. For one to be declared the winner, he must receive a 2/3 majority vote, meaning he has to race against time and ensure he receives the backing of an additional 12 more countries if he is to win the lucrative position. The contest, seen as two-horse race, is likely to be shaped by strong geopolitics, language, and religion of the AU member states. Other factors likely to come into play are age of the candidates, the Anglophone and Francophone divide, Western influence, and the emerging forces in the continent such as Russia and China.
Sisi kama Wakenya tunamwombea ndio aongoze bara letu la Afrika.
Though this is not the first time Kenya to front a candidate, President William Ruto is using all machinery to ensure Odinga clinches the seat. A move analysts say is part of the wider political strategy to get Raila off the local seat and appease his political support bases in readiness for inheritance if he wins the seat. Grace Nganga, KTN.
Let's now head to the coast. And days after a 14-year-old boy from Palakumi village in Ganze sub-county was bitten by a snake, health officials